And we're live. Welcome everyone to the second official MMO cash out / MMO buy it / MMO listed everything training regarding how you can utilize the value within the opportunity and help you to bring in not only gamers but also network marketers. Today we're going to be doing it a little bit more simple, as you probably also already noticed. The two other trainers are busy doing other things, so I'm going to be running this solo today. So that way we're going to be doing it a little bit more step by step instead of doing it kind of spitballing as we did last time. And expanding, or how can I put it, go into a little bit more depth about how to do these steps, right? A lot of people out there are not fully into gaming, so the list, there we go, that was my name tag, a little bit of a delay, what do you know? So let me just share the list that we're going to be going over today. I hope everyone can read it. If not, make it full screen, then you probably should be able to. But today we're going to be going over in detail, step by step, on how to do a search for gamers and also / games, right? And find your genre and info on it. Now this is kind of important actually, because if you want to engage with people in something that has no interest to you, people can kind of feel it in you. I mean, it's the same as if you're in, a network marketing company only for the compensation plan. You're going to be focusing mostly on the money, right? And only focusing on the money is a very, very, very bad thing, because that makes you feel desperate. People can hear it, people can sense it, and they don't think you're there to actually provide them value and also for them to be able to provide value, right? That's very, very important. Then as soon as you found that, something of interest, if you like horses or cars or, swords or orcs or whatever, I mean, find a game that has that in it and do some research, right? Do some research in the business that you are about to engage yourself in, right? That makes you more professional on the genre. I'm not saying, go fully into detail and know every single nook and cranny of this, because you don't need to, right? As long as you just got the basics, you're good. Then find the players that play it. And once you've found that, what to write to them to get a response, right? You can write to a million people, but if you get no response, there's no connection, right? There's nothing you can move further on with. And once you have that, connect with them and find out what their value in it would be, so they will see the value in, and I shorten it down, MMOCO, as I like to call it. I love that name, MMOCO. Once you have that, I mean, not everyone sees the value in the money. Now, to network marketers, that seems, completely weird and strange. I mean, why wouldn't they see the value in the money? I mean, who are these people? But most people don't, right? They see value in other things. As we covered a little bit in the training we had on Tuesday, that gamers are gamers because they want to have fun, right? They want something they can share their experience, and for me and for Travis, and our way of just relaxing and just disconnecting from the world, if you will, right? And just get something else on our mind, get some fun into our life. Even though our business, yes, it is fun, but it's also from time to time very stressful. So we unwind by doing that. Or get out the stressful tensions All right. Looks like we're back. Hopefully, hopefully it's working now. Hopefully it's working, and I can share my screen now. Yay! We're back. It's awesome. Let's do this. All right. So, oh, this is just too fun. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, sharing screen, and we're going to be going to Google. There we go. We got 14 viewers right now, and it's climbing. Probably because they changed it up a little bit when I had to go live, so it's just transmitting directly on Google Plus on my Google Plus account instead of directly on YouTube right now. Don't know why, but it doesn't matter. We are going to be moving on. It's going to be recorded, and it's going to be up on the YouTube channel as usual, so don't even worry about it. So, okay. So first things first, right? Search for a game, and we are dealing with MMO games. Again, very, very simple. MMOGAMES, right? And see what we get. Now the results might be a little bit different, all depending on where in the world you are, but you still search for the exact same thing, right? You don't have to find the exact same thing as I do, or as anyone else do. As long as you find a place where you can find different games and find something that is something that you can connect to, right? For example, MMORPG. Let's try that one. It's completely new for me. I've never been to this page before. So let's see what we have here. They even do live streams as well. That's awesome. Let's kill that little commercial right there. And that one. There we go. So, genre, fantasy. We don't want to look at that. You know what? Game list. Let's see what we can find. Might be a little bit slow here. But patience is a virtue, yeah. Boom, boom, boom. It doesn't want to do anything. Okay, close that down then. Let's try one that I already know. Right, MMOgames.com. Very, very easy to browse. They got pictures of the games as well, so that makes it a little bit more easy, and they got the categories as well, right? You can all use this if you want. Let's try fantasy and see what we can find here. If there's anything that I myself can relate to, that would be kind of awesome. Can we do a search up here? No. Well, MMO games, you need that feature. Ah, there we go. Final Fantasy 14. We just search for that, maybe. Unfortunately, no games. Okay, awesome. Final Fantasy 14. There we go. A Realm Reborn. All right. That is a game I play myself. It is a game that costs a monthly subscription after the first 30 days. Would they be interested in what we have to offer? Oh, yes, I think they will. Because we got some awesome features in it. Right? So now that I found a game, it is developed by Square Enix. Okay, we got a little bit of information about that. Tells a little bit about the backstory of it, and also the PlayStation 3 version is also being released first quarter 2013. So it's already out, right? So people can play it on console, and they can also play it on PC. You got two talking markets right here, right? Then when we found that, you could, I know a little bit about the game, but then you could go in and say, okay, it's developed by Square Enix. Okay, so let's just copy that and go to Google and search for Square Enix. Okay, home, Square Enix Global. Okay, let's try. Japanese, English, you can find all different languages here, right? So If you have a different language, English is not your first, as it is with me, find it in a different language, right? So here's some information about the game itself, right? And all the other games that they have as well. But if we just go up into games, or even blogs, as they have right here, then we can go down, we can find Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. There we go. This is, step by step to give you an idea on how you can actually, get into the games without actually starting to play the games, right? There are videos, there are screenshots. You can go in official website or their Facebook, even on their YouTube, watch a few of their videos. And, dig a little bit deeper into the game so you get an idea of what it's actually all about. So when you talk to people who play this game, you can talk about the game as well, right? For example, I'm not currently playing it. I've been looking into it a little bit, and I saw that you were playing the game. You made a few YouTube videos, or I read a few of your blogs, or whatever, right? And you seem to be really into the game. How is the game for you? I mean, what attracted you to the game? What other games have you played? Do you only play MMO games? Connect with this individual that you're getting in contact with, right? So once you have that, once you have this information, all these bloody commercials, then you could, for example, go to YouTube, and then go in and search for Final Fantasy. Let's see if we have anything. There we go, A Realm Reborn. Right? And a Let's Play. Okay, let's see who this play actually is. He got 22,314. Right? That's pretty decent, I must say. He got a game shop. Now that is actually kind of interesting. Let's see what all that is about. So, game fan shop. So he's already into stuff like this. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know if you can hear it, but the dollar signs are rolling at the backside of my head, right? Because he's already into all of this. It might even be that he's making a commission out of this. Is he making 3-generation commissions out of this? What do you guys think? No, he's not. Because there's no other company out there that offers that. That is where we are unique. Right. There's all sort of games. Very, very interesting. Another thing as well, payment methods and everything down here. Very, very interesting. So he might actually already have a pretty big following. Right. You got Facebook. You got Instagram. You got Twitter. This is a well-connected guy. I think I'm going to do a live contact for you guys with this one. Okay. So, now that we're on his Facebook, he got pretty decent like, I must say. Let's go through it here. He's playing Fallout games. I know those games a little bit as well, which is rather good. They're not multiplayer games though, so that is a bit of a drag here. Blizzard, they did World of Warcraft, the Diablo games. He's following one of the YouTubers that I'm following. Right, all right. That seems decent enough. So let's first like his page because he gets a notification about that. I play some games, I make some videos, I take some photos, and I talk a bunch. Right. I'm also a machinima.com partner. Can't get enough of me on YouTube? Follow me right here. if some of you remember me talking about Machinima, their main channel got 30 million active subscribers on YouTube. They got different directors who's also doing these Let's Plays and videos. One of them I also know, he got close to 2 million active subscribers just on his personal YouTube channel as well. And this guy also works for Machinima. And he does direct sales with games, probably makes a incy little commission out of it. Definitely not 3-tier commissions. So let's write him a message. Luckily I come prepared, right? I got a little bit here that I might actually connect with him on. So let's just see here. I'm going to be doing a copy paste of this. And I'm gonna change it up a little bit. So let's see. First off, thank you for the tons of informative videos you've provided, and thank you for being who you are. We share a lot of games together. If I could spell, that would probably help with the first impression a little bit. There we go. I've been following you on YouTube for some time. Right? You don't need to know that. And I love what you do and the way you do it. Let's see. Let's see. I'm Final Fantasy. What is that? I don't remember those. Yeah, I was correct. Oops. I play Final Fantasy 14, FFX IV, myself. But not in a hardcore way, right? You got two types of players. You got the hardcore players and you got the casual players. Casual players do it from time to time, you know, either to pass time or have some fun and, you know, just relax for a little bit. Now the hardcore players, those are the kind of players who really dive into the game, really want to just beat every single type of content that are in it. They want to get to the end of the game, get the highest type of gear, and, you know, really dominate in the game. You know, I'm a Keys type of player, right? They want to be the best, right? And with all the videos that he's making and stuff like that, I'm pretty sure he's a hardcore player, right? I mean, he does it for a living, so he has to be, right? Casual player don't make YouTube videos, plain and simple. They just don't. And not in a guild yet. As I'm spending, you got 8 minutes left here. So let's just see how long it actually takes. You know, once you get into all of this, it speeds it up a little bit, right? And me going through the content, you know, step by step, it takes a little bit longer for me. As I'm spending time doing my business in real life, right? There's the game in life and there's the real life, right? Took a positive turn, and gaming, I would say, and the hardcore gaming was getting in the way. I still play from time to time, but not on the scale that I'm used to. Okay, I'm working with a company that's going to open up in the gaming community. I shared this one with you, all of you guys already, right? So this is reusing and rewriting it a little bit to match who you're writing to, you know, what they're engaged in, right? I'm working with a company that's going to open up in the gaming community in a few weeks, and we're looking for professional gamers like yourself to be part of that community. The benefits are many, and just to mention a few, gamers can make money from the not community, right? Let's get this right. From the guild. Booyah. From the guild of gamers they create, gaming gear plus games that are bought and sold, and even in-game items, as we both know many gamers are suckers for. Yes, I'm still gonna use it because, you know, why the hell not? Gamers will be making money from the monthly. I'm still gonna use membership, I think. I think I am. I could write in, you know, the monthly taxations, but with a guy like this, and especially one who's working with Machinima, I'm gonna go with membership, and monthly cash pool generated from advertisement and company deals, right? Gamers like yourself will get what can we write here that would reflect kind of on what he's doing, because he's already doing, you know, Machinima. If you don't know what Machinima is, go and Google it, find it on YouTube, figure out what these guys are all about, right? A big gaming community, one of actually the biggest of them all. So gamers like yourself will get more exposure. Wow, I actually spelled that one correct. More exposure and the chance to expand your following even more, right? Because if we go back to his YouTube, 22,300. Now that might seem like a lot for a lot of you people out there, but when we're talking about Machinima, it's very, very low. I mean, the Machinima people, they are ranging, you know, in the hundreds of thousands of subscribers on YouTube, right? And seeing that he is covering a lot of the bigger games. I mean, if you take a DC Universe Online, over 215,000 views, right? But that was 2 years ago, right? World of Warcraft as well, 4 days ago, 1,201 views, right? And a lot of other games as well. Then if we take Final Fantasy, which he uploaded probably not so long ago, as I can see right here, this is the latest upload, 35,000, right? World of Warcraft Let's Play, so on and so on and so on, right? So let's see here, and expand your following even more, which in turn means tons of exposure to what they do, to what you do. Through your YouTube and website. He had a website, right? It's very, very important. But only a few spots left. but only a few spots left for our beta test in a few weeks. Alright? Fear of loss, guys. Fear of loss. So first come, first served. Over the next 3 to 4 months, we're moving hundreds of thousands of people into this. But having some of the leading gamers there is our goal when we do the beta launch of it. Hope to hear from you soon. Kind regards, Brian Peterson. Right? Simple. Very, very simple. And send it. Boom. Alright, that was it. So the next part, we've covered do a search for gamers/games, right? Find your genre, get info on it, check. Find the players that plays it. I've only found one, right? I could keep on going within the same game, right? I would advise you to do that. I would advise you to do that if you misunderstood that. And we've gotten, what to write to them to get a response, right? He was, I emphasized heavily on him playing Final Fantasy XIV. I could do World of Warcraft as well. It is also a monthly subscription-based game. But for me, my interest is not in World of Warcraft. If it's yours, if you got neighbors or friends who got kids or whatever who plays World of Warcraft, go nuts. And 5, connecting with them and find out what their value in it would be, so they would see the value in it, right? Remember, this one guy that I just wrote to, he was selling video games, right? Probably making a commission. Otherwise, he probably wouldn't be doing it. So that is what I'm going to be emphasizing on when I get a feedback from him, right? And I will get a feedback. You could also let me just find the right page here. Could also go in here. If you don't know how to write messages to these people on YouTube, you click the about, right? Well, you see it right here. Click the about. And you scroll to the bottom, and it says right here, send message, right? So if it were, I could go in here, find the message that I just wrote to him, and just do, copy it, go back, send message, subject, hey there, Sam Bonds with a C, awesome. And write the message. Attach some videos. Yeah, I could. I mean, it's on the corporate site, so why not? And send. Boom. Simple. Right? Very, very, very simple. Right? And yeah, this is recommended, so don't worry about all the G-strings and everything there. But I do subscribe to different YouTubers that I find. So I have them on my list. So if he goes to Team Tsunami Worldwide YouTube and have a look, you can actually go in and see who I'm subscribing to, right? So if we just go back to him, here we go. In the About section, again, scroll to the very bottom, right? And you can see a little bit here, right? And he joined in 2006, right? It's a long time to having 22,314 subscribers, right? It even says, what servers and everything that he's playing on. He's providing a lot of value info, also his computer specifications, right? So there's a lot of things that you can learn about these people just by reading up about them, right? Same goes for their for their Facebook profile, right? We just go to that one more time here. That's easier. Now go through their Facebook. See what kind of content are these people actually. Pretty cool picture. What kind of content are they actually providing, right? And go in and read up a little bit. Something, new games or whatever. Figure out, well, that actually looks kind of interesting, right? Even post his videos on his Facebook. Awesome, right? Final Fantasy 14, I recognize this. So Final Fantasy 14, no, World of Warcraft. So research about these people, figure out what they're all about, right? And put that in the personal message, right? I mean, I could even have gone in and written a little bit about, I love the way your Facebook profile is. A lot of cool pictures, a lot of cool content. Love that you're sharing your videos on there as well. Looking forward to seeing more of your awesome content, right? Even puts up small deals and stuff like that as well, right? So there's a lot of ways that you can do this. A lot of ways, right? So in a nutshell, it is very, very simple, step by step, on what you actually need to do, right? Step one, search for a game that has your interest, right? Once you found that, go and do a search on YouTube or even Google, so you can find blogs, right? If you're not into all that, videos and all that, even if you're writing blogs yourself, you have something in common with this person that you're writing to, right? So either Google or YouTube, search for the games. Now, you don't have to pick the very first one that I just did. I mean, I got lucky. I got a guy from Machinima, right? Dragging a little over time, but just a few more gold nuggets. But very, very important when you search for these games, that you find something that interests you, right? Car games, meh, it doesn't interest me, right? Take Ryan Tippins, for example, right? He's a car guy, really enthusiastic about it. Car games would be awesome for him, but because he can even go into the specifics of the different cars, right? And go in and start talking to gamers, for example, about how authentic it actually is, right? Does it live up to the real thing? How they turn, how they handle, all that good stuff. That might be something, right? If you know something about metalwork or something, if there's a fantasy game where you can craft armor and swords and stuff like that, you could go into kind of like a role playing with it, saying that when I go into these games and I craft, I want, I don't know anything about it, right? So I'm just guessing. But go in and really want to get the best metal because this and this and this, and do some research, right? Do something that will just make them think, holy Moses, this person knows a lot. It's not just some random guy or girl or woman or whatever that's contacting me just to pitch something. I mean, they're really into this, right? So that is one thing you need to do once you find the players that play it. Go through the different blogs or videos or whatever until you find something or someone that you feel you can connect to. Just like we do with everything else, you go searching for new business partners, you go through their Facebook profile, right? Yes, of course you do. Of course you do, because you need to. So of course you do. You figure out if this is someone you want to work with, right? Don't just, I hate the word, sign up, but, don't drag someone into your business just for the profit of it. Get someone into your business that you can work with. And not only you will be able to provide value for them, which is very, very important, because if you cannot maintain the value, they're going to find someone else. Trust me, they will, right? But they will also be able to add value to your business and the company that you're in, right? Because that makes them someone that other people look up to, meaning they attract other people as well. That brings us back to attraction marketing. See where I'm getting at? Once you figured out what this type of person is, what they do, what they're into, all that good jazz, write that to them. Make it more personal. Don't just have it copy paste, copy paste, copy paste, copy paste, and then suddenly you've called 10 different players. Hey Trudy, it really doesn't work, does it? You're going to be shut down very, very fast, right? So go through it once again. Once you've written it, make sure you don't have some crazy spelling errors, or that it is as it should be, and then send. Facebook, YouTube, comment on the blogs if they have. Right? Engage with them. Okay? Once you've established the connection, get them on a Skype call. Right? Stop with the chatting. Right? This is not something that, we're not 14-year-olds sitting here texting back and forth. Get them on a voice call. Right? So you can hear what they're all about. If they say no to that, they're not very engaging. But if they do make videos, they're used to talking openly, right? So get them on that. Don't just have it, chatting. A lot of things can get misinterpreted through chats, right? We all know that, right? I have the same thing with my fiance. When she keeps testing me, I call her up. So I was just about to write a message. Well, I hate writing, right? What I have to say to you, I can do it in 1 minute. Done. It's easy, right? They get a feel of who you are. They can hear in your voice your confidence in it. The communication is 100 times better, right? So do that. Once you've done that, they've asked a few questions of what it is. Then ask at the very end. So when are we going to get started? Right? At the moment, yeah, we don't have a link. But if they say, well, I want to start right away. All right, hold your horses, hold your horses. It's not completely started up yet. But as soon as it is, it's gonna be awesome, right? I mean, I can really feel and lift them up a little bit, right? Kind of content that you're providing and everything. It's, oh man, I can't wait. Start to see you pump out even more content in this. People are gonna eat it up raw, right? Lift them up a little bit, right? So if you feel they cannot add value, and if you feel, most importantly, that you will not be able to add value to them, right? Get down the high horse and be honest with yourself, right? Don't get them in. Keep the connection though, because it might just be that suddenly something comes out and, oh yeah, there was this one person I was talking about that actually was talking about something similar to this. Let me just write a message. Right? Keep following their videos, write them a comment, do something, right? Subscribe to their YouTube, to their blog, whatever. Give them a thumbs up, write a comment, now and then, stuff like that. Show interest to them, and they will show interest to you, right? Don't have it be all about you, all about the opportunity, right? Just as with network marketing, don't just as soon as they say, hi, here's my link. Not gonna work. You're gonna lose them, right? So it dragged out a little bit more than intended, 12 minutes to be exact. So Tuesday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and yes, I'll remember to put in the standard time next time instead of European time. Sorry about that. But I'll make sure that it is going to be Eastern Standard Time that I'm going to be writing up there next time. But as always, Tuesdays, Thursdays, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Inside Game Face, the official MMO cash out, MMO buy it, MMO list it, everything, training about how you can utilize the value and the tools that you will get within MMO, cash out, buy it, whatever, and start getting into profit. So until next time, take what you've learned today, put it into action, and let's get that 400 and something members we have to over 800 before Tuesday. Right? That's one extra for each of you. I know you can do it. If you do too, not going to hear a bad word from me. Right? Until next time, take care, and thank you for watching.